I'm Jason Renault, and I've had the pleasure of being part of the group here at Techstars Austin this spring as mentor in residence, and to be on the teams of a few successful ventures in my career, including Free Markets in Pittsburgh, Kiva Systems in Boston, and most recently, USHIP from right here in Austin. Over the past few months, my wife and I have become part of a very different type of group, however, and that's of families who are struggling to figure out how to care for a loved one with early-stage Alzheimer's. The gentleman you're about to meet and his team have already been a tremendous resource to my family as we navigate this very difficult life journey. And I am so excited that they are passionately building a platform where they can help thousands, not millions, of other families who will undergo their own journeys in the years to come. It's now my distinct honor to introduce you to the Helper Bees and Char Hu.
Hi, I'm Char Hu, CEO of the Helper Bees. And this was my grandmother, Papa. She stood all of 4 feet 9 inches tall. She never learned how to drive. She always taught us to be thankful, no matter what life throws your way, even if that happens to be a civil war. About 10 years ago, while I was in graduate school, she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, and it was awful. And unfortunately, I know I'm not alone in this. About 1 in 3 of us will deal with a similar issue in our lifetime. And the experience of caring for my grandmother pushed me and my family to start our own Alzheimer's and dementia facilities, which I've been running for the last 6 years. And as beautiful and as wonderful as our facilities are, the majority of our families would have rather kept their loved ones at home. In fact, 90% of adults want to remain at home for as long as possible. But the current in-home care industry wasn't designed to make this happen. It's particularly ill-equipped to handle the growing demands of our rapidly aging world. Today, if you want an in-home caregiver, you would call a local temporary staffing agency who would send somebody to your home based almost solely on their availability. Availability, not quality, which means you know nothing about them when they knock on your door, and they know nothing about you. Which made us think, why isn't it different? So we started from scratch and we created the Helper Bees to make it different, to create the optimal experience to allow your grandparents to thrive, not in a facility, but in their own home. And the key to making that happen is by creating a great connection between the in-home helper and the senior. We do this by using technology to find that perfect match. Our helpers offer a range of services from grocery shopping and errand running to full assistance with grooming. We start by creating a personalized profile of the individual needing care. We take this profile, we run it through our algorithm and find the perfect match among our database of helpers. Not only have our helpers undergone background checks, but they've also completed personalized profiles and skills assessments. And what happens when you focus on a goal of making a quality connection through matching is you actually broaden the definition of what it means to be a helper. Our oldest helper is 75 years old. He just wants to be a good companion to somebody in need. That means we turn a routine trip to the grocery store into a social outing with a friend. But this can only happen if you match the right two people. And this need for in-home care that's both affordable and respectful is a wide open space. And we're ready to step in and fill it. We have a simple model where we earn a percentage off of every visit. And the world's shifting demographics make this very lucrative. Let's just take Alzheimer's disease, one of the leading reasons a senior might need in-home care. Currently in the US, 5 million Americans have Alzheimer's disease, with families on average spending $5,000 a year on their care. And that's just for Alzheimer's. These already large numbers, they're not going up by just a little bit. They're dramatically increasing because of the baby boomers. And let me tell you guys from experience, they're really demanding with the services they receive. But it's okay. We say bring it. Because we started the Helper Bees after guiding hundreds of families through the in-home and long-term care process. And we've seen how truly broken it is. There's no other problem in this world that our 3-member founder team should be working on. Before I oversaw the growth and operations of our dementia facility, I was completing my doctoral research on protein folding, which has implications for diseases like Alzheimer's. Our second co-founder, Eric Quorum, started his own Medicare-accredited home health agency, which puts skilled services like nursing and physical therapy into the homes of homebound seniors. And he saw firsthand the direct correlation between the right staff member and the eventual healthcare outcome. Danny Lynch, our third co-founder, is a full-stack developer. He's done everything from design supercomputers to use machine learning for online fraud detection. He is passionate about using technology to solve complex problems through automation. And now, he gets to use that expertise on a problem with huge social importance. When we started Techstars, we were a strong team with just a good idea. With 5 weeks of incredibly hard work, we were able to create a fully functional company and began delivering our first services. And today, proud to say that we have delivered over 500 hours of care. Some of that care went to Janet. Janet called me because she was at her wit's end caring for her husband at night. She told me her husband was an ex-UT football player. He loved watching the military channel very loudly and needed somebody who was okay with him being just a little bit grumpy. Our algorithm found Beth. Beth's email address has Texas Fight in it, so we know she's a Longhorn. She's a self-proclaimed Army brat. She has tons of experience caring for diseases like dementia. I called Janet the very next day after Beth's first visit. She told me I was her favorite person in the entire world. She said, "Beth is absolutely phenomenal. I can't believe it. I actually slept last night." And this shows the real power of our ability to match, that we can make a great connection that very first time. Because this is not typical of the industry as it exists today, where some families have to go through caregiver after caregiver until they find the one they like or just give up in the process. The data we have gathered from our initial users, like Janet and Beth, and the playbook we created during Techstars, we know that with just 250 customers, we'll be at $1 million in revenue. If we wanted to slow down our growth, we could be cash flow positive in just 10 months. But we're not going to slow down. In the next 2 years, we'll be matching the perfect helper into the homes of families struggling with an age-related issue in every major metroplex in Texas. In 4 years, we'll be in 100. And being great at matching is just the start. We will have created a platform with tremendous potential to provide additional products and resources to encourage independence in your home, making us the one-stop solution for aging in place. Now, we're all going to get older. We're just here to help. Thank you.